So you've heard about this virtual assistant thing and you're wondering how to get started. Maybe you've had a few false starts and your family keeps telling you, get a real job. Trust me, pay no attention to them. If I can do it with nothing going for me, then you can do this too. No more excuses. In this video, I've got you covered with a 3-step approach so that you not have to spend endless hours scrolling through YouTube videos, having endless cheat sheets, checklists, having hundreds of browser tabs open, or even worse yet, spending forever in that job that you hate. Hi, my name is Alvern, and on this channel, you will discover an amazing set of resources that will help you generate your first $100,000 online from anywhere in the world, living life on your own terms, doing things that you absolutely enjoy. Ready? Well, let's get into it. So there are 3 core steps that you need to take in order to become a virtual assistant in the next 30 days, at least obtain your first 1 to 2 clients. The first step is sometimes deemed the hardest, the biggest obstacle that you need to overcome when you decide to become a virtual assistant in the next 30 days, or at least get your first 1 to 2 clients. And that is figuring out what value you can actually bring to your clients or potential clients or other small businesses, whether it be in your area or online. And the way I've approached this in the past is I've written down, get a piece of paper, do a little bit of brainstorming, and figure out what are the things that I absolutely enjoy doing that will be of value to others. It could be things like research, photography, doing videos, editing videos, doing a podcast, writing, blogging, planning an event. I love event planning a trip abroad, organizing things, helping clear out people's inbox. Maybe you live on a sort of a feng shui kind of life where you have everything in your house organized and labeled accordingly because you have this obsessive compulsive disorder, which is sometimes a really good thing to have. You can think of all of the things. Write down your skills, your talents, your hobbies, your formal training, your not so formal training. Write them all down and stack rank them on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest of the most important, most valuable things that you can bring to a business to help them save time or money. That's the 2 basic things you need to help them save. When you finish stack ranking them, you'll notice that you'll have 3 to 5 of them in your sort of top of the list, top core scale, so to speak, and that is actually sufficient for you to get started. The next stage of this particular journey is the most interesting one, which a lot of virtual assistants seem to ignore or not even take into account, and that is designing a process of how you yourself would like to help your clients with the actual, from start to finish, how they sort of get in contact with you and how you, what we call onboard them. So that client experience is what I'm talking about. Making sure that you have it from, 0 to client, all nicely smoothed out, whether it be, the discovery calls, the onboarding process, the payment, the contracts, the invoice, the whole shebang. And at this point, you're probably thinking to yourself, this virtual assistant thing is a whole lot more comprehensive than you actually thought it was. Have no fear. I'll tell you after step 3 how you can get your hands on a PDF version of this exact information at the very end. Now, on to step 3. No matter how cute, fancy, or valuable your services are and your whole client experience, it will all go to naught unless you actually do some what we call client acquisition until you get your first 1 or 2 clients. And there are many, many places where you can find them. It could be in your local area. It could be online and job boards, or what we call virtual job boards, ones where people are hiring virtual assistants or digital nomads or anything like that. So I've listed a few of them down in the description that you can want to have a look at. And before you head off and look at the job, because some people go and the first thing they do is look at the job boards before they prepare the value that they offer as well as your whole client experience. Before you head off to any job boards, pretty please, I can beg you and plead with you, you're better off getting all of the steps 1 and 2 ready before you head off to the job boards to see what's available and how whatever it is you have to offer matches your client's needs. So, as I mentioned, I do have a resource available in PDF format explaining exactly step by step how you can get your hands on it. You can check the comments below. I'll have it here on the screen as well, where you can actually, get a planner that will help you get to your 3K a month, with a little bit of, tips, tricks, and help that you could get and the price is ridiculously low. So if you're interested in getting on that journey, or even if you have a question of how much to charge as a VA, which is a very popular question, that as well is included in the resource. Okay, until next time, I'll see you around in the VA world.